Upper Pinellas County. This is Countryside High School's award-winning UPC Morning Report. With Mike Lou and Tabitha Tucker. Matt Stucher and Paul Hittos. And the entire UPC team.
Good morning, I'm Tabitha Tucker.
And I'm Mike Blue, and this is the November 16th edition of the UPC Morning Show. Career Day is scheduled for next Tuesday. Students should prepare questions now about career areas to ask the speakers.
Attention all Marine Biology Club members. You are invited to go to SeaWorld on Friday, November 30th. Bring your $18 to F5 or E3 this week.
All students going on Mr. Allison's field trip on Monday, please be sure to remember over the weekend, bring your lunch money.
For Spanish Club officers, there will be a short meeting after school in K3 on Friday, November 15th.
Scholarship applications and information are available for engineering, music, science, art, teaching, athletics, leadership, and extracurricular activities. Please see your counselor ASAP for details.
As you all know, the clubs of CHS are sponsoring various activities throughout the holidays. To help those who are less fortunate, please participate by bringing in canned food for those who are in need. Also, in order to bring a little holiday cheer to our troops over in the Middle East, Interact is collecting unbreakable ornaments, which will be sent overseas. Please show your support.
There will be a pep rally this afternoon for the Cougar football teams. Final game of the season against Dunedin at Dunedin tonight. Please use the entrance behind the ticket booth. If you leave, you will not be readmitted. You will not be readmitted. So you're going to have to buy another ticket. Everyone, be sure to attend the pep rally and show your spirit. Now let's go to a live in the studio interview with Tabitha Tucker and Jill Bertina. Jill, Tabitha?
What was it like interviewing the Soviets?
It was really interesting. Believe it or not, Tabitha, they have a lot in common with us. They were very excited to be here in this country, and they're excited about the changes that are taking place in their own country. I had the opportunity on Monday to speak to two Soviet journalists. One, Nona Perez, is a national reporter. The other, Al Gurnoff, is one of two national anchormen. Perhaps the biggest surprise in talking to the journalists came not in the differences between our two countries, but in the similarities. Drugs are a problem. Child abuse is a problem. Students don't want to go to school. The environment is being polluted. At the same time, the Soviet Union faces social upheaval and economic distress. They are in the process of building a free market economy, like ours, while suffering a severe depression. But since Gorbachev came into office in 1984, they have seen many changes, including new freedoms. People are speaking out against the government, and for the first time, the press is free from propaganda. We went out last week and asked Countryside students what they'd like to ask the Soviet journalists. Some of their answers might surprise you.
They're probably concerned of not having enough MTV on television. Yeah, and not enough bicycles in the shop, motorbikes and stuff.
I was curious as to whether or not the Russians went to parties and what they did for their social life compared to us teenagers here at Countryside.
They don't like to go to school. They hate it. I can tell you that. The same thing. They might go on to somebody's school and stay together and chat and dance. Go out to dance. We don't have a lot of bars where you can have, or teenagers not allowed there, so they can't enter. The only way out, they can just go out. They can come to visit their friends and stay there, have a party, and there are parties and parties and parties. Or they can go wherever they want to. We have free, we're not on the water, so they can go on the beach if it is in summer. But it's you know, Moscow is very cold weather people, so. They can go skating or skiing, it depends.
I was wondering how Russian schools differ from American schools. Like, do they go year-round, and how many hours do they go per day?
Well, we're having problems too. Well, I mean, when I spoke about similarities, is that, for example, the British school system, and I myself went to a school in London when I was a kid, is pretty much different from what we have in Moscow. And the French school system is pretty much different. Well, but yours is more like, I mean, just we have 45-minute classes, and 5-minute breaks, and you have 6-7 classes a day. And you have, how many, 11 years in school, high school?
12.
12 years. We have 11 years, so this is what I meant. And in many schools you wear uniforms, I know. In some schools, and we do that too. So I meant that. But of course, other things are different. And what we want to introduce in our country concerning the school system is what I see here is that you can pick up subjects according to your taste. And if a guy is, say, 15 years old, and he feels pretty much oriented to literature and poetry or something, or whatever, that business with those cameras, he doesn't go to work with the chemistry and astrology and all that. And in our country, it is still obligatory. So, I mean, all these 11 years, you learn all that, and you have to pass your exams and all the math and algebra and all those, crazy things that I could never figure out myself. But I did it. And I have to get excellent marks in chemistry, geometry, whatever, physics, to get a good high school diploma and to be able to enter a good journalism school or whatever. So it's changing.
And what would you like to ask the Russians?
What kind of music is most popular in Russia?
And there you have it.
They listen to American music, they listen to our music because we have our groups as well, and there are plenty of them. I wouldn't be able even to list them all because there are so many and very good ones. So they go to the fans of some Soviet groups like Time Machine, you've probably heard, on some other ones that have been on tour to Rochester last year, I heard. So they have very much in common with U.S. Teenagers.
Yes, I was wondering if you take recycling as serious as we do and recycle in the schools and set up cans around for people to drop off their stuff. Thank you. That was Kevin McCarthy.
In the Soviet Union, environmental problems are very big. And the situation with the environment is very, very bad and very troubling. But nobody really cares. I mean, the people don't care. They're not that sensitive of the environment and of their health. Well, because you must understand, you have to become rich to start to care about your health and about what you breathe and about saving the beautiful mountains and the trees and the species of birds and animals. But when you have to stand in lines for hours every day to get some food, and when you don't have enough clothes, for your kids and all that, adequate housing, and we don't really care. So it's very hard to persuade people to care for the environment and to care for their health. And so, most of the people smoke in my country. Most of the people do. And they never quit. And when I say, let's quit smoking, they say, so what? I say, you'll live 5 more years. Says, I don't care living 5 more years of that life I live. Well, that's a joke, of course, but it has some truth in it. And so the problem is there, but people don't really care.
What will you tell the people at home about the United States and about our people?
I would tell people at home that life is not all that easy in the United States as they think. And especially those people who stand in the longest line in Moscow, which is a line to the American embassy to get their visas. They think that life is very easy and that they think that Levi's and Nikes grow on trees, They can just go pick them up. And that as soon as you get to the United States of America, you're happy. And that's not the case, and you know that. And I want my people to know that too. But you're happy whenever you're happy. You're happy when you're at home. But it takes time and work and lots of effort to make yourself at home in America. Not that easy.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Jill, how did you feel about how the Soviets feel, rather, about the visit to the United States?
Well, like I said before, Mike, they're really excited to be here. Nona told me, in fact, that the American people are the nicest and friendliest that she'd ever stayed with. She's staying in a home here with a family and has really gotten a good chance to see our culture and just what we're like.
That's really great. And that was a good segment by Jill. Have you guys thought about what Thanksgiving means to you? Well, the little Cougars have. Let's go see what they're thankful for.
As everyone knows, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Let's go talk with our preschoolers and see what they're thankful for.
What's your name?
Eric.
Eric, what are you thankful for?
An electric train.
Your electric chain. Aww. Are you excited for Thanksgiving? You gonna eat turkey? Good. What are you thankful for?
Dolly's surprise.
What's Dolly's surprise?
Her hair grows.
Wow. Oh, okay. Come here. Come on with her.
Eric.
Come here. You come.
Come back.
Tell me your names.
Betsy. Brett.
What are you guys thankful for?
My bed.
That's nice. What are you thankful for?
My new bike.
What color's your bike?
Red.
Wow.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Courtney and Brett, UPC News.
Well, the last football game of the season is always very important to the players and the students. Let's go to this segment, which is especially on our last game of the 90-91 football season.
Hi, I'm Megan Hardgrave.
And I'm Julie Rosenthal.
And we're here to ask seniors how they feel about this being their last football game of the year.
Head coach of the varsity football team, what do you think about this being your last football game of the season?
Well, we're really looking forward to playing Dunedin. You know, we have a chance to equal the school's best record if we win this final ball game. It'll make us a 6-4 team.
All right.
Hi, I'm here with senior Chuck Komet. How do you feel about this being your last football game ever?
Well, I'm kind of happy for them since they did so well this season and played like a real team should. But I just can't wait for basketball season so I can see Jonathan Fields play.
Thanks. Hi, I'm here with Ricky Hoffman. How do you feel about this being your last countryside football game?
It's real depressing.
It's okay, Ricky. Thanks. Ready? Hi, I'm here with Jeff Arbogast, and I was wondering, how do you feel about this being your last football game ever here at Countryside?
I don't know. It's going to be great, though, because we're going to have everybody's going to be out there for our last game. We're going to get psyched up, and we're going to win, beat the crap out of Dunedin.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm here with senior football player Dusty Plummer. How do you feel about this being your last football game of the year?
It's kind of depressing, actually. It's, not going to be playing football for the Cougars anymore. I've been playing for 4 years. So hopefully go on to college and play football there.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm here with senior Megan Chase. Megan, how do you feel about this being the last football game of the season?
They're too slow.
And they couldn't get the people?
No.
No, oh no, that's so silly. Did you like the football game?
No.
No. Why not?
But I had some fun.
You did? What'd you do? Did you run around and play chase?
No, I couldn't do that.
No, you had to sit in the stand?
Yeah, all I could do is get some food.
Oh, really? Did you eat the whole time?
Yeah.
You did? What'd you eat?
Everything.
Everything? Oh, my goodness. Sure. Thanks, Megan. Hi, I'm here with Will the Thrill Ashford. How do you feel about this being your last football game ever here at Countryside since you're a senior?
Well, as you can see, I'm so thick here that I won't be able to play next year, and I'm really going to miss these football games.
Hi, I'm here with senior Terrence Dewan. How do you feel about this being the last football game of the season?
Well, I'm really heartbroken. I'll have to come back all next year, come down from University of Florida, hopefully. But I don't know if I can handle this. I'm gonna cry.
Hi, I'm here with senior Angela Lawrence. How do you feel about this being your last football game here at Countryside?
I'm very excited because this is my last year at school and I won't be able to see Countryside play again until I come down from college or somewhere. But I really hope Countryside places like up in the top 5 over Dunedin.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Angela.
Go.
Good luck, Cougars, and hopefully we'll end it with the winning season. This has been Megan Hardgrave
and Julie Rosenthal for UPC.
And folks, as you might know, and you probably already do, the biggest story of the week is the shorts policy has been changed for the entire, not just us, the entire county. Students will now be allowed to wear shorts as long as they are no shorter than a note card above your knee. This was finally approved by the school board Wednesday night. Let's take a look at some students' reaction to the new policy.
Today we're going to find out who's taking advantage of the new shorts policy.
Bill, we'd like to know what you think of the new shorts policy.
Well, I think it's pretty good because you can, I guess, just wake up in the morning and wear what you wore to bed, come straight to school. That's about it.
Thank you.
And Ashley, what do you think about the new shorts policy?
Well, Manny, I like it. I'm comfortable in my shorts. It's a lot cooler, a good environment. You don't have to wear jeans all the time. And plus, I like looking at your legs.
There we have it.
Ron, what do you think of the new shorts policy?
Well, I like the new shorts policy because I enjoy showing off my chicken legs.
Oh, you mean your shaved chicken legs?
Yeah.
And Sean, why do you like the new shorts policy?
So that I don't have to hide behind the administrator's back anymore while I'm wearing them in school.
Thanks.
Jeff, what do you think of the new shorts policy?
I like the new shorts policy, but I don't like the way that every time you turn around that you have an index card stuck to your knee.
Thank you.
And our principal.
Mr. Sullivan, what do you think of the new shorts policy?
Well, I really don't have a problem with the shorts policy. As I mentioned earlier when I made some announcements that the senior high principals were the ones who voted unanimously to put the short policy in and to take it to the dress code committee to go to the board. So I think it's a very good policy.
All right, thank you.
Thanks to SGA, who began to work for the change of policy before school even started this year. Also, thanks to the CHS teachers and administration who supported the change. We couldn't have done it without you.
Well, it's been a another lovely
Very
show
lovely.
This week on Friday, November 16th.
Thanks to Jill for coming in the studio.
Yes, and thanks to all the people from not this country who would like to talk to us.
And also tonight is our last football game at Dunedin. So show up.
Be
It's
there.
just one more
or
game.
Be square. That's the bell.
We
You gotta
gotta go.
We gotta go later.
Bye.
Seriously.
The last